Ladies and gents, welcome to Outside Xbox and our first proper look at Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. And by proper look, I mean not a Snapchat of some marketing material or something accidentally left on the PlayStation Store by someone probably looking for a new job right now. Here are 7 things you need to know about Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. After Advanced Warfare and Black Ops 3, hands up who had money on Infinity Ward going back to World War II. Psych! They're making it the most futuristic it's ever been. Call of Duty looks like the inside of George Lucas's head now. It turns out the Infinite Warfare of the title doesn't refer to the fact that it feels like we've been playing Call of Duty games forever. It's actually about the vast infiniteness of space.
This is Lieutenant Reyes, transmitting in the blind.
Infinite Warfare has a futuristic story that casts players as Captain Reyes, a gruff Tier 1 Special Operations pilot who operates on one of Earth's last remaining warships, the Retribution. You'll be facing off against a fascist off-world group called the Settlement Defense Force, who have taken control of vital resource outposts across the solar system. And you know what the introduction of space means? Yes, it means the introduction of space combat, both in and out of spaceships. Your fighter ship is actually convertible. That doesn't mean you can pop the roof down to feel the space blowing in your hair. What it means is it can be used in combat within Earth's atmosphere, like a VTOL jet. That same ship can then transition into space, fold its wings up and function as a zero-G fighter ship as well. With that in mind, it's sort of weird that they've called it the Jackal, because according to the Wikipedia page, a Jackal can't do any of those things. It's also worth noting that this is supposed to be realistic, at least semi-plausible science fiction. So your Jackal has machine guns rather than pew-pew laser guns, and because it's all set within the solar system, there will be no aliens. There'll also be zero-gravity infantry combat with you grappling around the outside of a space station as you float dizzyingly above Earth. Another mission apparently takes place on the surface of an asteroid that's spinning out of control towards the sun. You'll have to take cover not only from enemies, but from exposure to a 2,000-degree suntan. Are we not tempted to just let the SDF have that particular asteroid? We've also seen glimpses and mentions of the moon of Titan, which orbits Saturn, and we've had confirmation that for the first time in Call of Duty, there'll be multiplayer maps that take place both in zero gravity and on other worlds, though it sounds like there'll be no multiplayer spaceship dogfighting. Don't worry, it'll still be Call of Duty multiplayer. When you're not in the cockpit of your low-slung sports spaceship, you'll be mooching around the giant warship, the Retribution. The Retribution actually acts as a proper central hub for you to explore as it travels the solar system, and it'll apparently evolve and change as the story progresses. If it's anything like Mass Effect Normandy, it's going to evolve and change into a spaceship full of romanced characters. The Retribution is where you'll start story missions, but also complete optional missions like raiding enemy ships, which suggests there might be a minor branching element to the game's plot. And the really good news is the majority of transitions between missions and the Retribution are apparently totally seamless, with very few loading times in the campaign as a whole. Zombies modes in Call of Duty games were traditionally the preserve of Treyarch developed titles, but then Advanced Warfare included Exo Zombies and all bets were off. This will be the first time we see zombies in an Infinity Ward Call of Duty, and they've made clear it's set in a separate universe both from Treyarch and from Infinite Warfare's campaign. So if you had your fingers crossed for zero-G space zombies, you might be disappointed. But if you're honest with yourself, you know that zombies would have a really hard time chewing through a spacesuit. Oh, what? Time to rethink my entire zombie survival plan. Don't go to space. On the plus side, they're promising tons of Easter eggs, more so than in Extinction from Call of Duty Ghosts. They've even shown this brief teaser image, which we will now dissect in meticulous detail. Basketball zombies? In a cruel twist of fate, one of the things people are most excited about isn't Infinite Warfare itself. It's Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare Remastered. Glossing over for a moment the fact that people seem to be more hyped for a 9-year-old Call of Duty game than a brand new one, Modern Warfare Remastered is looking pretty impressive. Well, it actually looks exactly as you remember it being until you see proper comparison shots and realise just how far graphics have come in the last decade or so. Look, you can see the individual whiskers in Captain Price's luxuriant moustache. In Remastered, you'll get the full COD 4 campaign plus 10 fan-favourite multiplayer maps, including Crash, Backlot and Crossfire, all running on dedicated servers. The only way to get hold of Modern Warfare Remastered, this year at least, is to grab the Legacy Pro or the Digital Deluxe version of Infinite Warfare, where it's included as a separate full game download. We reckon Modern Warfare Remastered will eventually pop up to buy standalone on the Xbox and PlayStation stores, but not until they've shifted a few million copies of Infinite Warfare first. Gotta keep Bobby Kotick's swimming pool full of $100 bills, guys. He's got a barbecue coming up. Bad news if you still haven't gotten around to upgrading your console. Call of Duty Infinite Warfare will finally put the Xbox 360 and PS3 out to pasture, presumably because those consoles would burst into flames if they attempted that sweet No Man's Sky transition from Earth to space.
Affirmative. Let's get in there!
And before that one person asks, no, Modern Warfare Remastered is not coming to Xbox 360 or PS3 either. Think about it. And when does all this exciting space travel, solar system exploration and zero-G deathmatching actually arrive? November 4th, so pretty much the same time every Call of Duty game arrives every year. Write it in your space diary with one of those space pens that works in space. Or a pencil, they also work in space. Although, and here's an actual fact for you in one of our videos for once, NASA doesn't like to use pencils in space because graphite conducts electricity which can cause all sorts of fatal problems in an enclosed spaceship. But yes, November 4th is the date Call of Duty Infinite Warfare and the Modern Warfare Remaster are both released. So there you go, everything you need to know about Infinite Warfare. Are you excited for an even more sci-fi Call of Duty, or will you be heading straight to the Modern Warfare multiplayer servers for some good old-fashioned TDM on Crash? Let us know in the comments, and like and subscribe for more from outside Xbox. Also, before you go, we may not be what you would call traditionally good at Call of Duty, but we have made some funny videos about it, such as the Michael Myers murder challenge that we did, which was some DLC for, I think it was for Ghosts, and we did a Predator video, that was also fun. And also Andy and Jane did some crazy MLG style action when they played Black Ops 3 back at Gamescom. So those videos are all down here. If you want to check them out and you like Call of Duty, let us know what you think. See you next time.